Alright guys, hope everybody's having a awesome Thursday morning. I think I'm gonna start something new and then I kind of tell everybody what's been going on. So I drop Dizzle off every morning at school, get here about 7:50 now, so I get him dropped off between 7:45 8 o'clock, and have some time between here and going over to Pokeweed or Fish and Chicken or over to the boat shop, whatever, running town. So I think what I'm gonna start doing is every morning shooting, we'll call it like a truck vlog or something. It'll be early, so I know most people won't sit until later. But what I did want to do was kind of tell everybody, what's been going on. We'll go back and like I said, I'm gonna try to do a little bit better job. Of course, I've said that 100 times, but I'm gonna try to do a better job of keeping the videos going and current and fresh. So even no matter what I'm doing, whether I'm doing stuff with Robert or on my own Dizzle, whatever, around the boat shop. Anyway, so next month, a year ago, you guys know that's when I found out that had the I guess reoccurrence or whatever. And so that was September, don't remember the date, whatever. Anyway, that's when we found it, started the process. We did treatment, they put me back on immunotherapy. I did the immunotherapy all the way till right around June, and nothing grew, nothing happened, everything was was good. And we did surgery June the 11th, and which was rough. That was the surgery. This time was out of everything I've done. This was as hard, if not, well, it didn't last as long, but the chemo and everything had really not a lot of comparison as far as to the recovery of the surgery. Recovery of the surgery sucked. So just real quick, did the surgery on June the 11th and had some issues keeping food down. And on the surgery, so they took the cancer out, it was in my small intestines, put it back together. It was on the outside, wasn't on the inside, and it's in a pretty good place to operate from. They got good margins, so everything's good. Anyway, so they did a hernia repair from the previous surgery, which was basically, I think that they repaired like 3 places. And then we did the reversal, and they took out my appendix, so it was upside down or something weird going on with it. So anyway, surgery obviously was a pretty intensive surgery. I come out and I didn't do well when we got done, so I ended up well, let me go back. So come out of surgery, I couldn't eat. Had a tube down my throat. They're keeping your stomach. I don't know if you guys know anything about the way any of that works, but basically after they put you all back together, they have to wait for your intestines and everything to wake back up. So that didn't take long, but everything just wasn't moving like it was supposed to. So they kept pumping the stomach bile, whatever, out of me. And finally, I met whatever they were looking for to be able to remove the tube. They removed the tube, and I still couldn't eat without throwing up, getting sick, whatever. They sent me home, and I still couldn't eat. So over about a 2.5-3 week period of time, I lost 35 pounds. Still not eating. I'm getting weak. I mean, my legs, like, no lie, y'all, the bottom of my ankles and everything, like this big around my arms. Eyes sunk in the back of my head. I look rough. I'm telling you, a lot better than I did then. But anyway, so I ended up having to go back to the hospital because I'm not eating, I'm not drinking. I mean, like I said, nothing. And come to find out, I have blood clots come out of my legs, went into my lungs. some type of secondary infection, whatever. They had to give me blood, iron, all kinds of stuff. So it was rough. Stayed there 3 or 4 days, whatever. Stayed through Father's Day, and actually I may have went home on my birthday. I can't remember. Anyway, made it out, and I can tell y'all right now, being at the house, and I'm so weak by this point, I can't do anything. So I'm sitting in a freaking chair. It was rough. No, I couldn't exercise, like I said, nothing, because I was so weak. So Brittany got me up finally and started moving, and then everything got better. And then I'm where I'm at now, which is almost back to normal. Still a little short of breath, a little bit, not too bad. But ultimately, I feel good. I feel healthy again. So I'm on my way now. Actually, I'm fixing to go take care of some stuff at the restaurants, and then I got to go, and he's gonna give me the results of what about the makeup, basically, of the tumor. And I was gonna get on here this morning and just kind of talk about stuff. I got matter of fact, I got 2 friends that just out, and one's still they're trying to figure out what exactly it is going on with him. The other one, they've started staging it and everything. And again, y'all, the biggest thing is, and this is not just with the cancer stuff. This is just in life in general. You got to. It's like I was telling these guys here. You just got to keep moving forward. You got to. The mental part of this right here is bigger than the sick part. Being sick, and I've said this like 1,000 times, and I'm telling y'all, it's true. But a healthy mind's a healthy body, and your mind will make a difference on you getting better or not getting better. I can tell you that right now. So anybody that's going through any of this right now, you guys just keep a positive attitude no matter what it is, because look, this started with me in 2017, and plain and simple, I'm not dead. I'm here, and obviously I contribute 99.9% of that to the fact that God's kept me here, and He's kept me alive for whatever reason. I don't know if it's to do what I'm doing today, and hopefully, this is that one person is going to see this video, and it's going to help them have a better day, or feel better, or give them hope, or whatever. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's take care of the Brittany and the kids. I really don't know. I just know that I'm here, and I know that while we got to make the best out of everything we can, and try to, like I said, try to help somebody else, be nice to somebody else, because you just don't know when that little bitty thing is gonna make somebody's day. I wish I had a text that I got, me and Brittany got from our chef at Pokeweed. So the other day, and I think I don't know if he wrote the letter to Greg, or whether he physically told Greg, whatever, but basically he came in this past weekend and ate, and brought his family in, and they had just buried his wife that same day, so they came and ate after the funeral at our restaurant, and he expressed to Greg how nice everybody was to him, and just how it helped him, that day kind of cope with what was going on. Like I said, I may do a video and read that, because it was just, it's one of them feel good things, and again, knowing that just that little bit of interaction, because I know that I think he got read from there. But that is, you just do not know when when that little bit of interaction, like I said, makes somebody feel better and makes their day. And look, it may be the difference in, them being okay and hanging around or giving up. I just, like I said, I ain't trying to get off on a tangent. I know that's important. And I'm driving, so I can't read a lot of y'all's stuff. I'll go back and look at it. Anyway, I just all this we're a year out. I haven't, and you guys see that I haven't done pretty much too much of anything with posting, and it's not intentional. And I know I should do it more, and I want to. And I think it's a good thing to do it because I think it'll. I know a lot of people are going to go back and see it later, so most people don't even get to see it now. But it'll kind of keep this going, and I want to make sure, like I said, that I get in front of people that that need that extra push, because honestly, I mean, I needed that push, back in June, and of course Brittany was there, and she's been there from the beginning, so she knows she kind of knows how to push my buttons and piss me off and make me get up and start moving. With her, with me, it's just like, and it's weird because I can sit here and tell everybody, what you got to do, how to do it, and it's not that I don't live it, but sometimes I need that push too, with me. This last surgery, I told Brittany, I was like, look, I don't know how I'm ever going to get over this, how I'm ever going to get better, because I can tell you guys, it was like, it was so bad. I mean, it was terrible. And and I'm talking about the bathroom part, and I'm not going to get into just a bunch of that with y'all, but that was a part. Just think about your intestines being asleep. You guys that know, some of y'all do, some of y'all don't. I had an ileostomy since 2018, and so my plumbing did not work normal, and it had been kind of laying there, being like, hey, dude, when we gonna get back together and do something here, for the past almost 6 years. So and maybe that made it a little worse, but I can tell y'all right now, 4 weeks ago, I couldn't leave the friggin' house. I mean, and I'm like, no lie, I couldn't leave the house. And if I got too far from the inside of the house to the outside of the house, I had to be where I could sprint if I had to run in the house. I'm telling you, it was like that. So, and in my mind, I'm sitting here, I'm like, God, the ileostomy was so easy to deal with. I mean, and it was just like, it was so easy. And that was the biggest thing I was scared of when I with the cancer stuff. Hell, I wasn't as scared of the treatment and the cancer as I was this stupid ass bag that I was going to have on my stomach. So that was the easiest part. And it's funny because I read a lot of stuff on some of the cancer groups and the stoma groups and all that, and that's what. And these guys go into deep depression because they have to have this bag. And I'm like, guys, one, it's gonna save your life. That's the very first thing that represents your life being saved. And two, it's nothing to deal with once you learn how to do it. It's easy. It's there. You don't even know that you have it. And I constantly find myself reaching down right now, because it's like I'm having phantom, like when they cut your arm and leg off. So I have like this phantom feel, sometimes on my stomach. But anyway, so that was hard, and that almost sent me, honestly, the fact that I didn't know if that was ever going to get better. Now, if I was ever going to be able to leave the house again, because I'm telling y'all, that's how I felt. I was like, I'll never leave. I'll never get to leave my house again, because I will be scared that something bad's going to happen. So anyway, it's gotten better, and I'm actually good, believe it or not. But back to the other, I mean, it put me, like I said, it put me into a little downward spiral with my mind, and it goes back, like I said, that's the biggest thing. And you guys that have people in your family that y'all are taking care of, got cancer, whatever, always keep in mind that there's just so many things that run through our mind all day, every day, and it never stops. You never turn your mind off, and you go to bed thinking about this stuff, and you wake up thinking about this stuff, and you wake up in the middle of the night thinking about this stuff, and a lot of times in a panic. And then for you guys who maybe sitting here, that end up watching this or watching it now, that have cancer, remember, you have somebody that's trying really hard to take care of you and does not necessarily know everything that's going on in your mind. So, you kind of got to be easy and give them the benefit of the doubt. And I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. And this specifically applies to family, not as much your friends as your family, your probably your wife, and maybe your mom and dad more than any of it. It is a very, very, very helpless feeling that they have, okay? Not being able to help you and take that away, and to watch part of my trying to you have to give me a minute. It's funny because I do good, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, part of this last time, the hardest part for me was watching Brittany get upset, because I was having a hard time, getting up and getting back out of the chair, getting back out of the bed. And I had lost so much weight, so I know I look bad, and I was weak. I honestly, and you guys gonna think I'm full of crap. I honestly, my exercise started every day getting up, or not every day. My exercise every day was, we have a house with an open floor plan, so kitchen looks over, the den or whatever. And my exercise was getting up out of the chair and walking from the den to the dining room, through the kitchen, back to my chair, and I could make one lap. And that's like no lie. I could make one lap. And I was exhausted. So to give y'all an example, a lap would be equivalent to like, I don't know, 50 steps, 40 steps, a circle through just think about a circle through the the interior of your house. And it was killing her, because I think there was a point there where she also wondered, if I was going to get so weak, because again, I wasn't eating during that point of time or anything. So anyway, I started getting better. We had planned a trip before surgery to go to the mountains, and I thought about that. I thought about the kids, and I thought about what this trip to the mountains was gonna, what it was gonna mean, or what it could mean in the future if if something happened to me, or something, things didn't turn out good. And we went, and it was just and a big building up to that point, because I knew me and Trace were gonna trout fish. And if any of you guys saw it on my Facebook stuff, is a place where me and him actually got to get on the one wheel and ride some of the through the park. And that's the first time I'd done any of that stuff. But anyway, I kind of started trying to acclimate to being able to to do stuff with him up there, and that was important. I think that built it up. But from that point forward from the mountains home, back to here and back to now. um, I'm a different person, and just every day I got better and better, mentally, and definitely physically. My arms ain't real small. You can see where I've lost some muscle mass and stuff like that, but all in all, I'm better, and I'm trying to get back going. But anyway, I don't know, long video. I'm heading to the doctor now. They're going to tell me about the tumor, so what it was and where. I mean, pretty sure we know where it came from, but is there going to be any treatment here? Blah blah blah. And that's about it. So that'll be tomorrow's video. We'll figure out what's going on, and what's happened, what the future is as far as that goes. And like I said, I think we'll find some cool stuff to talk about. Coming up when I drop him off from school. If I'll go back and run through these comments, or you guys send a message, whatever, and there's something y'all want to know for somebody in your family, for yourselves, blah blah blah, whatever, and you want me to kind of address, or whatever, if you want to ask questions about immunotherapy, any of this stuff, and me talk about it, let me know, and I can give you the the insight I have, and just give us some stuff to talk about, or whatever, every day. Got to keep it interesting, right? Got to have cool stuff to talk about. And of course, we're going to do a lot of video now, with me and Trace and a couple of the other guys out at night doing the fishing stuff. I got some other stuff we're going to do. Me and Robert talked yesterday, so we got 2 or 3 videos him and I are fixing to do together. So y'all watch for those. That'll be a lot of fun. We're going to go back to we've talked about going back to the waterfall in the cave. We got some stuff we're going to do with one of the cars, and so, like I said, some neat stuff coming up. So if you guys get a chance, share my page here, help me get it built up so we can get in front of as many people as we can that like I said, that might need something. You guys give me some topics for content, and love everybody. I appreciate y'all. You guys are an awesome outlet for me, and I wish I hope this time I can just kind of keep going. I know it's important, and I know a lot of y'all check up on me. So anyway, I appreciate y'all. See ya.